The ocean is my ally. My people tell time by the way the tide behaves and predict the weather based on swells and waves. The beauties of our marine life are our constant raves. The ocean is my ally, where seabirds roam free in the breeze, where sharks continue to be king of the seas, and turtles freely come ashore to breed with ease. But how long will the ocean be my ally? When climate change makes it a challenge, causing natural disasters to do the same, we need to unite and plan well to wisely manage.
In the Pacific, land, sea, and culture are deeply intertwined. But these systems face growing pressure from climate change, development, and declining biodiversity. Programs like the BIEM Initiative are stepping in to support the people and places working to protect what matters most.
The Bycatch and Integrated Ecosystem Management Initiative, focusing on 5 countries: Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, Fiji, and Tonga, looking at the overall ecosystems from ridge to reef management, because what happens on land impacts coastal fisheries through sedimentation and pollution, conversion and impacts to coastal habitats, cutting of mangroves, destruction of coral reefs, impacts fisheries and livelihoods, and keystone species, turtles, seabirds, sharks, cetaceans, and other threatened species. And these are really critical because they are part of Pacific cultures, part of Pacific livelihoods, and they also maintain ecosystems.
Our job was very much to write an integrated ecosystem management plan, so from ridge to reef, so including the entire Navua catchment out into the lagoon and out into the Benga Island area.
The islands are called Benga and Yanuda, and these islands are just off the southern coast of Fiji's main island. Those 2 islands have shown signs of degradation. So we've seen a lot of sedimentation during heavy rain, and that has affected the coral reefs and also fishing grounds.
So you've got fishermen, and they're being impacted by catchment management that they've got absolutely no power over. So it's a jurisdictional issue here, that everyone gets impacted. The people on Benga Island get impacted by the floods coming off the Navua catchment, or out of the Navua River from the Navua catchment, yet don't really have much of a say in how to manage the catchment as a result of that. Yeah, we had to really consider everything from the very top of literally the top of the ridge, all the way down into the agricultural areas and the Navua township areas, the coastal plains where people live and transport goods, all the way out into the lagoon itself.
We've worked with these communities to give them options and plans and data for them to drive their own development future.
For generations, Pacific communities have lived alongside turtles, seabirds, and sharks, not just as resources, but as part of culture and identity. Today, those species are under threat. The BIEM Initiative is helping implement proven solutions, empowering communities, governments, and partners to protect what matters most.
We need to make sure that fisheries really are sustainable in the region, not just for the fish stocks, but for the whole ecosystem.
Bycatch is a major concern in the Pacific, especially with the fisheries. If we talk about albatross and petrels, we have around 160,000 mortality annually. If we include other fisheries, it can account to about 320,000 mortality annually. That's quite an alarming number. And with the turtles, we have around 1,000 deaths annually from this longline fishing.
In Papua New Guinea, one of the challenges that we have is balancing conservation and sustaining livelihoods for local communities. Culturally, it is practiced that turtles are eaten by communities, and coming in with conservation in terms of managing the stock as it is declining has always been a challenge. What do we have to do to communities to make them understand that these turtles are decreasing
ear by ear, and what can we do to actually protect them as well. For communities who depend on this, they have their own sustainable ways to actually manage the stocks well.
Since time wala protect them, total, we look sa na mablo total mi kamata plan di.
Pehe foki ke tak mamata. Kapau te tau whaka sisi e tau tau tai I whakawareware whonu, ko tui e hange pe ai whonu, ko e tau sio koi ke he taimi koi ai sio tofu haa. Ko mana koa ke kau tak mamata, pehe foki e pure anga, pea pehe foki ko tau toru ko eni, e ai taimi te tau mahalo ai. Ka ko hai tene maa e whainga maari e, ko tau whanau, pea mo nau kahau, mo tau whangamokopuna. Ka kou pehe e au, ke kau mai mo e pure anga, kau mo tak mamata hono teke ai lao, ke ta ofi ai tau tai whakawareware ko ni ke whonu.
Sustainable fisheries and conservation don't just live in legislation, they live in local knowledge. Across the region, communities are helping to shape the future of their fisheries and the species they depend on by sharing what they've seen, what they know, and what they hope to protect.
So we have to work from both sides. We have to work from the communities up to develop their capacity and their ability to manage their resources sustainably. And we need the governments to provide those policy, funding, and legislative frameworks so that they can do that.
We had, I believe, interviewed upwards of about 174 villages across 12 provinces in Fiji. Over 1,500 people were interviewed as part of the project.
From this information that is collected and analyzed, it is vital that it goes back down to the community levels so that the communities understand the results and then they make the decision if they want these turtles to be still around for the next 20 years.
For our outreach program, we show them videos. We have a bird life video which actually show them how to use these mitigation measures while they are at sea. We also have fact sheets that we show them on turtle, bycatch, sharks and cetaceans, and we also show them ID guides for birds, turtles, sharks and cetaceans. So when they interact with this bycatch, they are able to tell us their story.
And we also integrated citizen science using WhatsApp and Facebook platforms for the locals to contribute by reporting sightings and strandings.
A project like this enables them to have it with a document like this, enables them to say, this is what we're trying to achieve. These are the 5 strategies, 13 actions that we're trying to achieve in our catchment. We've signed onto it, we agree with them, we want these things to happen. Let's all get together and go for funding as a joint entity. So there's a support from all of the villages, as well as the district officers, as well as the federal government. So it brings everybody together, and that's the really important part.
So we're working with the governments to put in place legislative and policy frameworks for reducing the mortality of all these threatened species.
Fiji, our cultural setup is more patriarchal, men are more vocal. So we have to organize smaller meetings, smaller consultations to allow women group to be more vocal. The nursery setup, I've noticed women have played a key role. They are more interested to look after the nursery, to take care of the plants compared to men. So we've made sure that the training sessions are inclusive so that everyone is involved, especially women and youths, so they can take part.
Ngau e ko ni mo mau community ka kai fefine o whakalakalaka au pito. Ma whakama aho mau ki motu au ke matatahi. Pea ko kau ko ki he kurupu ko ampastoa o ko tala noa ki he kakai ho mau ki motu ke oua na mau toi whakaau ngai ai mire mila pe ko hawewe perestiki pe. Ka mau toi foki ki he kuonga koe whakaau ngai lai fusi mo ngai ngesi niu ko lai mei Ko kau ia ke whakasisi I atu a vewe perestiki. Pea koe mau tau mu a ia ke oua na a mau to ngāwe aki a perestiki o mau ki I moto.
Mi putum sam tambu lo solwara lo fish lo think about se lo future time lo mi falam by maskat or something staple time.
Change at this scale can't happen in silos. The BIEM Initiative has brought together governments, researchers, NGOs, and communities, creating a platform for shared action across borders and ecosystems.
Through the project that we could see a coming together of partners, coming together of institutions, the real big impacts that this the overall BIEM project has had with respect to ecosystem management has been the coordination and the collaboration that it has allowed. We're now in a prime position to have to further work around transboundary conservation. There's a body of work that is beginning to take shape.
If we can do it in the Pacific, anybody else can do it. So it's workable.
The strength of these ecosystems lies in their connections, from forest to reef, from one community to the next. Protecting them means working together across generations to ensure the Pacific remains resilient today and into the future.
The ocean, we're Pacific Islanders. So the ocean is who we are. The sea, the waters is who we are.
So we can see that it's all connected, the mountain right down to the reef. So if you're going to protect our marine areas, it's also very important to support the forest restoration work and to keep the marine ecosystem healthy.
I think what the program has taught us is that we need to work together. Collaboration is very important, and collaboration at all levels. At the community level, the national level, between partners, between NGOs, between government agencies, but also at the regional level between regional organizations such as SPREP, regional NGOs such as WWF. I think there's a lot that can be done and achieved, and I think through the BIEM program what we've seen is that it's been a platform where we've all come together to create synergies, to be able to bring to bear our independent strengths, working in communities, learning from each other, but also learning from the results of our work.
So we need to work together as regional agencies, as governments, as NGO partners, academic partners, and communities to ensure that the ecosystems that the fish and the fisheries rely on are healthy into the future.